Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to some more Scrap Mechanic Survival. We are back in the farm slash base slash, I guess, workshop testing staging area before we, solidify everything. And I believe since the last time we showed off this industrial farm, nothing changed with this setup, but we did make some additions to our logging machine. I remember saying I will need to figure out a way to transport and pack and carry all of the packed harvest. And I looked at this truck and realized, wait a minute, this thing can carry heavy loads. Why not make this a multi-purpose logging tool? Which I also added something here, a special thing. Actually, I will finish that thought later. But I added a, basically two of these, one of these, and a chest. And now this basically refines and places everything into the chest, so I never have to come back home and do all the refining. So basically I can refine on the run, and that's where I got all of enough wood to finish the flooring right here, which took a lot. I think it was like 3 stacks of 255 just to do this alone. So yeah, so I added that and now it works. I will probably need to add another set of wheels, but I'm not sure. You guys let me know what you think, or what you guys think works, because I'll need to figure out the suspension for these back wheels as well as an extra set of wheels, whether I should do maybe lower this base right here or like narrow this base a little bit more and put 2 sets of wheels like in semi trucks or not. But that'll come for later. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys want to see, what you guys think can change. But essentially what I did next was create this right here. I went to the packing station. I went and tested out things to unpack, I guess, all the fruits and vegetables that we'll have, and this was the best thing that I could come up with that was quick and rudimentary at the time. I'll just show it off right now. Basically it's not covered. I might need to cover it somehow, maybe with like a switch of some sort, but you press 6, it opens up, or it extends out here to wherever the little intake thing is, and you press 7 and it just spits out all the stuff. So it's pretty simple, pretty quick, and it works pretty well, I believe. I even got a couple packs into the trader off camera, but I'll show you guys that right now. First things first, let's go, and I don't even know what fruits we need, but let's just plant as much as we can. I realized that I'm going to have some issues planting different kinds of crops on each side of the planter, if that makes sense, because I have no way to organize which shoots out which unless I had different chests for every different type of crop. So I'll have to figure out what that can look like and how to change that around later on, maybe off camera, but that's coming at some point. Let's just get this farm started. I need to get some more seeds. Okay, I believe the seeds are all in, and all that's left is to take away this, what's it called, sucker upper, and hopefully the water moves as well. If their water cannons are only connected to this one pump right here, so I might need to figure out if that works for all of them or not, but we'll see. Let's see if this thing plants. I made it a little bit faster, and I realize I have this whole car in the way, so I'm going to need to move this car out the way really quickly, and we should have it out the way. And now that it's on its track, it should start doing its planting. I forgot to set up the sensors on this left side right here, so that's unfortunate. But other than that, it looks like it worked. Cool. Alright, cool. Let's just set up the sensors real quick. I just set them all up to these AND gates in case you guys were confused in the last episode on how these guys aren't getting triggered from while it's going backwards. And there's the unauthorized farming, nice. But yeah, so basically I just set the sensors up to AND gates so that they only get triggered when this switch right here is on. So yeah, that's about it. So let's make sure we get all that coming back, and we might just plant by hand some potatoes or something on this side, because I don't know, that's just the way it goes. Actually, I just realized I have some blueberry seeds here. I'm gonna do some of that. This might make the next raid very, very dangerous, but the more the merrier is what I like to say. So let's actually hurry up and cut a hole in this wall right here, right? And it looks like we're fine. And I don't know exactly what was planted. I should probably have figured that out and how much was planted. Tomatoes, I believe these are, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Six blueberries. So that has a crop value of about probably 32, I believe. Around 32, but we might see how it goes. I don't know. Hopefully the wave won't be too bad. I just looked at the log and I realized this says level 3 wave 1 incoming for this farming raid. And I don't think I'm actually prepared for that. I'm actually kind of scared, to be honest. We got 4 minutes or 4 hours until this raid happens, and now I don't think I have enough preparations for, you know, really anything. Let's just put some wood down here. Okay, well, we've got about 37 seconds until the raid, and I'm getting a little bit more and more nervous. I tried to figure out the sorting thing over here. Yeah, so 25 seconds until the raid. And I decided, what happens if I filled up all of these with, like, just kind of filled out the seeds, and wondered if it will only sort out beetroot seeds or the beet seeds. But I think that'll work, but it's not going to do much if this is empty. So I'll need to figure out what to do with this chest. But we've got way bigger things on our hands. So let's get this started. We got 2 seconds. Alright, let's see. Come at me, guys. Oh, man. We got 6 raiders incoming. And it looks like it's a couple farm bots. Well, yeah. So a couple farm bots and like 3 tote bots. So let's just keep them away from the entrance. Did that guy just trip over that guy's head? Oh, man. Alright. Oh, man. Okay. Alright. I think we're coming to the end of it. It wasn't as pretty as I would have liked it to be, but it did its job. Okay. Good. Good. Alright. So this little thing right here helped a lot. Honestly. I'm going to have to put this around the entire farm once I get everything finalized, but whew. Alright, raid has been thwarted. Actually, relatively, you know, not a lot of death. A couple damages, but, you know, that happens. We didn't die at all, so I'll count that as a win. I just realized that we're going to have to go through 2 days of raiding, because these aren't going to be grown by the time 4 a.m. hits. Frick. Huh. Oh, there it goes. Alright, unauthorized farmer detective. Level 4, crop value of 44. Wave 2. That doesn't sound too hot. I'm not sure if I'm ready for for this at all, actually. So let's just, you know, let's just make sure these get harvested. We can hide all of our kids and all of our wives, and then deal with the raid on our own time, because I do not want all this getting destroyed, because that's kind of scary. Hopefully there's not a boss or something that comes in it. Oh, I don't think there would be, but if that's a possibility, I'm just screwed no matter what, and I might just have to relocate everything completely somehow. Oh, that would be unfortunate. We got 18 minutes until that happens, so hopefully these things can grow quicker, and I can get everything up and everything sold before that 18 minutes is up, and then our eventual death, I'm assuming. Okay. I believe everything is becoming ripe as we speak. These blueberries need a little bit more time, probably because I just planted those later. But let's actually speed them up. Actually, we have a bit of fertilizer left over. Oh, well, it looks like they're already fully grown. Or not, I can't tell. But I just lost my entire bag of fertilizer somewhere, and I don't know where they went. That was... I'm going to call that a bug. I don't know where the heck my fertilizer went. What the heck did I just do? What? I have no idea where my fertilizer went. That was so weird. That was so weird. Oh well. Okay. Alright, these blueberries are just about grown. These guys are going to need a little bit more help, but that's okay. Let's just get these things harvested. We're going to see how this goes. I ended up filling up the chest with everything except for these 4 slots to be with something. And I'm hoping the goal is for the seeds to somehow end up in here and the tomatoes to end up in here. Or not tomatoes. I don't think that's going to work at all. But let's just see how it goes for now. Oops, wrong button. And see if this can go. I haven't automated it yet. I haven't gotten the materials to do all the, you know, logic and stuff yet, so that's kind of on me, but I'll get there eventually. All right, so we got a row. Okay, we got an entire row. What did one row do? Looks like we just did exactly what we thought it would do. It just puts the seeds here and the seeds there, and so basically all this work was pointless. You know, we can do another rendition, maybe just separate out the chests another time, but for now, let's just make sure there's enough space for our harvest. Let's just get everything going and get all this harvested, and then we have 11 minutes to get this all loaded onto the truck and to the packing station, and then to the trader and back, and hopefully I can do that at some point. It does waste water when you're using this to harvest, I will say. Like, I could just have it so it only harvests when going backwards, and it doesn't, like, shoot out the water, but honestly, I'm not too, like, you know, concerned about it just yet. We're gonna move this out of the way, but like, I don't think it's that big of a deal to do what it does. But yeah, so let's check out our harvest, see what we got, and, you know, get to selling. So now all we have to do is just pick up what we got, go over to this bad boy right here. Eventually I will make a garage door for this to come in easily and out, and we're just gonna stick all of our fruit in here. Actually, we're gonna take away the blueberries. I don't want those to accidentally get lost somehow. So instead of having the garage door, we're just going to walk outside with our lift and head on over and see if we can head over there faster than just walking would take. So, oh no, I think this, oh, that's not good. Every time I use a lift on this machine, it like launches out the thing. Oh, that's not good at all. Okay, I'll have to see something about that, because that's not good. It like comes out with the bits already on, and it launches out whatever is in the chest. Alright, that's a flaw that I've just realized now. I just lost quite a bit of tomatoes because of that. Oh, yes, I don't think I've said this, but I've also added the 4-wheel turning, so the front and the back wheels steer. Wow, I can't believe I just got it stuck like this. But the car turns a lot better, or I mean, a lot better is within quotes, because it still turns like a boat, but it like turns a lot more smoothly than it used to. As you can see how it has the opposite turning wheels in the back, and now those, you know, kind of do their job. And they support the weight of all the stuff in the back, all the junk in the trunk pretty well too. Except for when that happens. Like, that's not going to fly over well. Okay. It looks like it's fine. Okay, let's just line this up, and you know, the sun is already setting, so let's just line this up and see if we can make this work a little bit. As you can see, we filled up the beetroots a little bit already, so that's fine. And what we have right now is tomatoes and beetroots as a harvest. So let's just like line up these two right here. It's a bit far away, but I think it's long enough to set those as good, and I just do that. Now we just set those up. I think I just wasted some stuff there. Oh, I might have just wasted a bit of stuff there, but that's fine. You know, it's not perfect. I'm still learning. I'll probably figure out the logic off camera and figure it out, but it looks like we got some more beetroots and a tomato right here. So what we got to do now is just take this here, and then we go to our trailer. You can just hop up from the back, maybe add some stairs or something, and I just kind of weld it to the side, you know, because why not? And what we're gonna have to do is go back to the base to fend off this raid first, I think, because I don't think I'll be able to make it to the other place in 4 minutes in time. So yeah, that's just the way it's got to be, I think, in the middle there. So that kind of keeps a balanced weight balance a little bit easier. And I can't pick this up on a lift, so I have to drive it all the way out. So it's unfortunate, but it happens. Now all I gotta do is just take the straight shot either back home, or take the straight shot back to the trader's place, which is actually, if I go to the left, it'll be easier for me to get there. So let's just go around to the right and then get this car over here, and then we're gonna have to make a long sprint back just to make sure our place doesn't get destroyed. All right, we're at the ramp. We're at the on-ramp. to get to the trader's place, but we don't have enough time to actually get up in there. So what we're going to do is just ditch this vehicle here. Hopefully nothing spawns and destroys it. And we're going to sprint back to the base and, you know, fight some robots. Oh, man. I realize I might just barely be on time, if at time at all. Excuse me, guys. I got much bigger fish to fry. I have 30-ish seconds, well, 30 seconds starting now to get back to the base. And I've got some bad guys chasing me already, so that's no good. Oh, man. 20 seconds. Actually, I might be alright if I can... I forgot to make the hole at the front so that they all come towards the front. Oh, no. Well, maybe I can do that right now, actually. Let's see if I can do that right now. Alright, we got it. And we've already got one guy coming in a little bit early. Alright. Looks like we got 9 people coming. Oh, no. Oh, this is no good. Alright, they're all coming from me and not the farm, luckily, because I already have the farm harvested. Or are they going to just come for the walls anyways? I don't know what their logic is right here, or what they're like... Yeah, I guess their logic. I don't know what their logic of doing whatever they're doing. No, this is not good. Alright. Oh, I might die here. This is not good. Stop. Oh, boy. Alright, we're up here. And we got that there. We got... Oh, are you serious? I didn't even know that that was still there. I thought it killed it, and it killed me. Oh, that's terrible. Come here. Come here. Stop it. Alright, we got one more still trying to break a hole through my wall. This is not good at all. Stop. What? Oh, its head flew off and hit me. Do we have any more? Oh my goodness, that's so stressful. That is so stressful. Goodness. Oof, I'm just taking a breath after that one. That one was just... That was just rough. Like, I don't understand. I mean, I understand what exactly happened. I mean, all the bots came and I wasn't ready. But, like, that was just too much, man. You know? In the words of... I forget her name, but... You know, the girl from BoJack Horseman. That's too much, man. Wait, what? There's another one still here? Are you serious? Where did you come from? And they just knock out massive holes from it. Oh my goodness. They just one-shot this wall. I had no idea. I wasn't even... I was thinking that it's here over. I'm like here preparing everything and just... But no, he just didn't even come through the regular, like, thing in the wall. He just went straight through the hole. Or, like, went to this side and made his own little hole to fit in. That was horrible. I need to really either relocate or figure out a better way to defend this base. Wow. That's going to be next on the list. That's what we're going to do next. But for now, we're just going to, you know, cut our losses. Take the win, I guess, if you can even call that a win. And just head back over to sell our stuff to the trader. We'll wait until the morning. It'll be up pretty soon. But that's just messed up. Alright. We can see our vehicle, which is good, which means it's not completely destroyed. So hopefully it's all in one-ish piece, and then we can head on up this little hill and get to the trader. We might need to just head up backwards because I do not want to take the time and gas to turn this thing all the way around. So let's just see if we can do it backwards and if we have the power to get up this mountain. Because we're going to need more wheels or something, some more traction to get up this thing. I mean, so far it's not doing too bad, actually. I'm impressed. It's slow, but it's like steadily getting there, you know, slow and steady. So I'm not going to complain. And we're already up at the top of the little hill. So now we just got to turn it in properly if we can. And we might need a 3-point turn it, or we can just 1-point turn it. Wow, not even. That was great. Backwards too. That was all backwards as well. So let's just get over to this little sucker thing right here and get some more of these vegetables in. And, you know, instead of like, you know, backing the whole car up in there, I just pull them off manually and then just shove them down on the ground right there and then hold down this button here. It's very loud. Okay, and that was all 3. Now this thing is ours again, and let's just set this back up so that we can go back home and check out what we have and what we need. Okay. Hello. So we have 3 beetroot, 2 tomatoes, and 2 carrots. And in order to get a spud gun, we need 2 oranges and 2 blueberries. In order to get blueberries and oranges, we will need... Okay, we have enough beetroot for this. We do not have enough tomatoes for this. So let's actually just grab some more blueberry seeds while we can, and we'll need some orange seeds. We're going to need some more tomatoes if we want more orange seeds. So let's get that going and see if we can actually like just start planting some fruit off camera and start trying to save up for this gun. Let's just go. Ouch. As you can see, I have changed my character looks again, and he's a little bit more refined, I will say. Seems more like a butler turned mechanic, and now he's stuck in this middle of this world where there's nothing but farming to do. He looks very interesting, so I'm not going to complain. Alright, let's just keep moving forward and not, you know, crash like that. Alright, we're back at the base. I made a little marker to set my thing down right here so that I don't need to worry about it falling off into the water. So that's going to be a thing. But I also might just retract my base a little bit, make this more on the peninsula so it's easier to defend, so that there's more water in the way and I don't need to worry about all the bots coming all the way around here to try to get to it. Well, tote bots will swim, but you know what I mean. Well, I got an unauthorized farming detected because I planted 6 blueberries, so that's good to know. I think I'll probably need, you know, less crop value, because this crop value is apparently 12 with the average value of 2. Blueberries are worth 2. And so I'm going to need to figure out if it's probably like 10 or so. That's probably like the minimum before unauthorized farming detected is there. But who knows? Who knows? I'll figure it out later. But for now, what I want to do is figure out how to rework both the suspension on this thing and how to make this thing a little bit more efficient. So while we wait for that the rate to happen, we're going to take this apart somehow and figure out if we just need to just stick it on one and just, you know, stick with it so that we can keep track of everything, or leave it on all 3 pumps, which I'll probably just move it all into one pump so that I don't need to worry about accidentally wasting some fruit on the other side. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so I put this onto a singular pump, and I've actually also attached this trigger to the switch as well, so that hopefully now, let's say, oh, I don't want to waste a blueberry on accident if it doesn't work, but so if we put this onto a switch, it should not automatically be on because it's on an AND gate. So it saves the blueberry and we are good. So that's good. All right, now we just got to figure out the suspension. Oh yeah, this raid is going to be a level 1 raid, so I'm probably not even going to show it on camera. I'll just probably show the end of it and then get on with it, because it's really just going to be like, what, 3 or 4 tote bots, and that'll probably be it. So, well, at least I hope it is. It could be wrong, but I believe that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, I am not going to talk about how long this took, but I will like to say that I believe that I finally got some sort of working truck. I have not even tested it yet. I'm just going to assume that it works. I did a lot of remodeling. I pretty much redid the entire wheelbase. Right now it's only 4-wheel drive. I will add more power to the back wheels. I haven't connected those yet. But essentially what I've done was just add the wheel well slash, you know, top-down steering right here to keep it internal inside the steering column so that it can turn sharper. I even upgraded the seat so that I can make it turn at a higher degree. And I've added these 2 wheels right here in the front. And then I've done a similar thing in the back as well with an opposite end type turning system so that it can turn even sharper when I need to. So hopefully it can stay stable. I will probably need to upgrade the suspension because this is just on sport suspension, and they're already like pushing their limits. So I'm going to need a lot of component kits to upgrade all these, but it might be worth it if I can get everything working. But it looks like that thing is spinning. Oh, because somehow my... What the heck? I'm pretty sure I connected that earlier. That's kind of embarrassing. And if I turn right, it turns right really well. If I turn left, it turns left really well. And it seems pretty fast too with just these controlling, with just these wheels as the engines, the front wheels. So that's actually pretty good. I'm very impressed with what I've just done. I know you guys probably aren't because, you know, it's Scrap Mechanic and much better things have been created. But I'm impressed with what I just have right here. So that's good. I've pretty much done what I needed to do. And now all I need to do is just start loading this up with stuff. I'll probably need to get some, you know, of course, component kits to upgrade the suspension on these things. Excuse me, I kind of lost a word for it. But I think I'm good with what it can do right now. So what I'm going to do now is actually see what I can grab out of the fridge. I did a little bit of growing when I could, and I ended up with 15 or so actually 20 blueberries. That's all I have, but 20 blueberries is good enough to get a couple packets from the fruits packing station. So all I need to do now, if I'm not mistaken, is just put these in here when I want to. Let's just go for a ride. I believe the fruit packing station is further to the right, if I'm not mistaken. So all I need to do is just go up to the road, hit a right, and then I should be good. So let's see how stable this thing is on this terrain. It's pretty steep going up here, so we will definitely need to either... I don't want to increase the engine speed just quite, but so far this is pretty good. Alright, so now we just need to add the engines to the back right here, like so. But we should be pretty much like good to go. Yeah, so we can climb this hill no problem now that we've done that. And we've add even more engines to, or add the engines connected to the backs even more, then we should be even like, you know, more stable, more quicker, and able to climb the hills a lot better. And we're just going to outrun these guys because I just don't want to deal with them right now. So if I'm not wrong, I believe this is the vegetable packing station. And if I go further down this way, I will come across the fruit packing station. But it's a little bit further down the road, and so I'll just drive there. Hopefully I don't run out of gas. I've got about a half a tank, so I think we're good. I have, strangely enough, not come across this fruit packing stand yet. I don't... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm already lost, but I don't know. We're now coming to this little abandoned like farming area. Oh, here we go. I see the sign. I think that's a fruit packing station up there. So it's just up this hill. It's a little bit further than I thought it would. But if I can make it up this hill, then I'll know that this is a good vehicle. And if not, then I'll just add the engine to the back wheels right there. But yeah, here we go. All right. So we've made it into here. And I think what we need to do now is just loop around and connect ourselves to the blueberry little sector. And then start, you know, getting it out. So we've got a very lovely turning radius. Wow, that's amazing. This is amazing. I'm able to control like how far this thing's like gets angled is amazing. I mean, when I say that, I mean the steering, how far you can control the steering. Like I just did that without having to back up once. And so now all I need to do is just come up here. That's a bit close, but you know, closer the better, I believe is what it's called. So let's just line ourselves up. All right, I believe this is good, and we are good. So if I press 7, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I'm gonna let it do that. Apparently I can do more, so I'm just gonna let it fill up and just see how much I can fill up. Okay, so it takes 10. So it takes 10 to fill this bar all the way up and to get one whole packet of fruit. Okay, good to know. And here's the real test. I mean, I only have one little, you know, thing to control. But all I got to do now is just, you know, shove it right here where I want it. And I can probably even, like, make a double layer type stack thing. But I think we're good for now. So now all I got to do is just take this to the trader. And I will have blueberry packet ready to be traded. So that's super exciting. Let's just do that real quick and then we'll end the episode. And let's see actually what we'll need to, you know, get the spud gun. I think we need orange seeds, but we're we're not there yet. Okay, we're at the, I guess this is the steeper hill going up into the trader room or trader hideout. And easy, not even struggling with it. It will have a hard time turning up the hills just because of the ground contact that I don't have. And I think I can fix that with just the suspension, just, you know, adding to the suspension so that it can have more stiffer suspension and have better ground contact. But, you know, that's for the future. All right, cool. It got sucked off pretty well. And if we go up here, we should have the blueberry packet able to be quote-unquote traded. Okay, we have one in here. All right, good to know. Now all we need are just tomatoes so that we can get the oranges. And we'll need some more blueberries, of course, to get this first spud gun. And bananas are also what we need. So we'll need blueberries and bananas. So basically fruit. I'll look into that. Okay, well, good. This is working. The new, you know, the little multi-machine with the logger in the front and also the logger processor in the back, as well as the, you know, transport right here to, you know, transport all the fruit and also transport the fruit in the back here when it's not carrying logs. I think this is pretty cool. I believe we can have one truck to do it all, and so this might be it. I'll have to, you know, make it out of concrete, you know, make it a little cooler looking, and definitely paint it. We'll definitely need to paint this before the end of the day, but yeah, this looks really good. And so as the sun sets on this thing, I believe I will call this a wrap. So yeah, as always, I hope you guys have a great morning, afternoon, night, or evening, and I will see you next time.